Welcome to the only comedy podcast on the internet. It's the Coffee Jelly Hour, episode 67. I'm Tony, and I'm joined by Ace and Seth, because Matt's not here. We're preaching caffeine, motherfuckers. How are we doing? Are we okay? Is anyone there?
That's, yeah, such an unusual stutter right there that it was just, I'm joined by...
Oh yeah, there was a pause for us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to show up in the recording, but...
I mean, acknowledging it is
will.
sort of breaking the third wall, but...
No, don't. So listen, guys, this week, I ended up going to a store here in the UK. It's like one of those cheapo stores called B&M. I don't know what it fucking stands for, but it stocks shitload of decent but cheap stuff. So I thought, we'll go in there, we'll get our Easter eggs, we'll buy Easter eggs because it's kind of cheap. And I always have a look at the toy section because it's always got like a decent toy section, and I'm looking down the toy section obviously for my kids and see if there's anything for me, and I'm seeing, oh yeah, Minions, Postman Pat, and then it goes on to kind of like Batman, Star Wars, what else was there, all the Marvel stuff, and then Game of Thrones figures. And Game of Thrones figures. I'm thinking, what kid watches Game of Thrones? Really? I thought, and there's like,
I think a lot of kids.
Well,
do you reckon?
To be
It
fair,
just kind of
I mean,
stuck out to me, and I'm thinking,
when I was a
rapey
young
and-
kid, they had Alien and Predator toys.
Oh, I guess no. You're right. Yeah, it was weird because I was like, I was like that to my daughter. I was like, Game of Thrones, and she like kind of looked at me, and I was like, yeah, and I went through and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, he's killed lots of people, yeah, he's.
I mean,
he's
like, I
took a
doubt
woman
they
roughly
have.
from behind.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna wager a guess and say that none of the figures were like Jamie and Cersei fucking from the first episode.
Well, yeah, that was a collector's box set. That was quite expensive. That one. I was like, that was kind of a higher shelf.
They do regularly stock Walking Dead figures.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, those are pretty.
It just struck me as weird, and I'm thinking, I don't know, not only because of the, I suppose, adult content. I kind of thought it was a bit weird. It was just from a point of view of the complexity, and I mean, I can't even fucking remember the names of all the Game of Thrones fucking characters. Never mind. I kind of go.
Well, there's
Gingerbird, and the rapey guy, and the weird
Ace is trying to
dwarfy
do
one.
a bit, but he can't even remember the one name that he remembers.
Yeah.
I really can't. I have a. What other toys did you see?
Peppa Pig. No, I just thought I thought it was weird. I just thought it was weird. It was strange. It was like Game of Thrones figures right in the middle of Postman Pat and Fireman Sam and Minions and Marvel, and yeah, it was. But you're right, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. No, fucking hell. Rewind that. We're talking about Game of Thrones.
Thrones.
The zombie
It's
one.
Tyrion
Walking
Lannister,
Dead.
by the way.
Walking
Oh,
Dead. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Tyrion. Yeah. I guess sort of, yeah, Walking Dead. I guess, yeah. Kids figures of the Walking Dead.
And it has been a thing since the 90s.
Yeah.
Fuck, since the 80s when they made RoboCop and Rambo toys.
Oh no, you're right. And then I remember when I was like 10, I watched a load of like sort of video nasties and shit like that. You know what I mean? It was like, oh yeah. I guess I started getting into horror at that age, so maybe this isn't a fucking
It's funny, RoboCop
issue.
and Rambo, those are like the satire of that sort of glorification
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
of action stuff.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
It actually is funny how, on retrospect, there is a subsect of people who don't understand the satire of RoboCop and just take it on the face value.
Sure.
But partially,
Like most people, most fans of RoboCop. Definitely the people who made the remake.
Yeah. Serious remake. I haven't actually watched the remake. Is it worth watching the remake? Is it fucking really bad?
No,
Do you like it?
it's not good.
It's not good.
No.
No. I've seen clips of it. And
No.
I was like, meh. Yeah, no. There's
well,
not
I mean,
many remakes.
casting Melissa McCartney as RoboCop. I mean,
okay, Ace.
Yeah.
it was too fucking obvious. We can bring up the word. You know, a movie that's recently sort of heavily re-entered my perspective, and I don't know why, or my perception. I'm fucking up on my words. Is a movie many months ago. I mean, maybe even a year ago at this point that I'd fallen in love with, called Frank. Really loved it.
Oh yeah.
Really crazy about it, and then like in the past few weeks, and I don't know if it's because Netflix is promoting it again or something.
Yeah.
In the past few weeks, like 5 people on my friends list have been raving about it, and I'm just like, is this movie like making is Netflix something? Because it's a great movie, and funny enough, it's a movie that I avoided when it first came out because the marketing for it was so shit.
Yeah, I know. It was like, but
they made it look like a zany comedy, like a wacky, silly, zany comedy, and it's actually
it's not
really intriguing film about an avant-garde band. But instead, it's like,
whoa,
a guy with a head, and what wacky adventures will happen on Frank?
It's so bizarre. I mean, I remember. I mean, you know the whole story and who he is.
Yeah, and which is really weird because the movie is more closely based on Captain Beefheart.
Yeah,
like in a way, because Captain Beefheart had like legitimate mental ailments and whatnot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Frank was more of a goofy character who himself was a satire.
Yeah.
Of that kind of Tiny. He was kind of a satire of Tiny Tim.
Yeah. Well, it's actually the guy who actually is Frank. Is it Christopher? I can't remember his name. I mean, he's dead now, isn't he? Did you know about him?
Yeah, he died in 2010, yeah.
Yeah, he just created this just weird, random comic persona. And I remember back in, I'm guessing, the 80s, I remember seeing him appear on sort of British TV in a lot of random sort of TV shows. And I remember thinking, this is weird. Big paper mache head, really weird voice, and he was fascinating. He really was. I was like, this is strange. And then, obviously, after he died, years after he died, the movie was made, and it's like, I'm gonna watch this. And I think it's a real bizarre but touching sort of.
It's a wonderful, touching movie.
Yeah.
But in a weird way, it is completely asinine in its association to Frank.
Yeah.
Because the Frank character is this.
Yeah.
He's like a cross between like Frank Zappa with his music, but then he's like Pee Wee Herman with his persona, like the actual Frank. Because he made all these intriguing songs that were parodies of jingles, and then his persona was like Pee Wee Herman, and he was all these zany things. But then the movie, it was this like really kind of bizarre take on like being a genius, but also having Asperger's, and it's really weird. Really weird, but I like it. But it's like odd that it's compared to Frank, because that character Frank was. I mean, the Frank in the movie was sort of a quiet, charming, and he has that goofy scene where he has to describe his facial expressions underneath the mask.
Yeah.
But the real Frank was charming in a different way, because he was sort of nasally and weird, and he was like, oh, you know what? You're gonna climb the fence because my mom's out there and she's gonna yell at you. And he had this like weird kind of. He had this unusual cadence how he described things, and then he had Little Frank, his little paper mache Frank.
Yeah,
that had a cardboard body.
Right, of course.
Who talked in an even more weird nasally voice. I was like, oh, I don't know, that's such a good idea. Well, you're just all made of paper mache. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? And it's fascinating.
It's so awful.
And again, the whole thing was he was doing at least from what I understand, he was kind of, the character Frank was kind of doing a satire on characters like Beefheart and Frank Zappa and Tiny Tim, and this advent of avant-garde musicians who were getting, especially apparently in the UK, they were getting a lot of airtime and play, and so it was like, well, here comes this sort of satire of that, where he's just the ultimate weirdo.
Yeah, it is so fascinating. I mean, the real character just it was,
well, I mean, both of them are fucking fascinating. It's just weird how one is this like indie drama and the other one's just nutso.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, it's great. It's good to know the movie's still sort of going strong, really, because I watched it quite a while ago. Maybe I'll have to watch it again.
Oh yeah, and the soundtrack is unbelievable.
Go on, remind me. I can't even remember now.
Well, I mean, the songs.
Sing it for us.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you've ever heard The Doors, then you know how the soundtrack sounds.
I mean,
fucking Michael Fassbender has that like kind of deep and. I mean, I can't emulate it because it's a lot of it's like twanging on a synthesizer.
Yeah. I need to watch it again.
And him just sort of doing weird, like I'm the king, and just weird shit like that. But I mean, it's fascinating and it's a great movie. You know what other movie had a shitty advertisement thing to it that completely ruined its perception of me? A wonderful movie starring Will Ferrell called Stranger Than Fiction. Have you ever seen it?
Oh shit!
I've seen that.
You know what? I haven't, but I lined it up to watch. And is it what's it like? Go on, tell me.
It's I love it. I love that movie to death.
Let's have a look.
And I hate the fact that I saw it with a friend kicking and screaming. Like I was kicking and screaming.
Oh, it was you. You didn't want to
You thought it was going to be a Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah, because the advertisement was zany. Yeah, fucking exactly. The advertisement made it look like Elf. They show there's a scene, and it's in the advertisement. There's a scene in the movie where his house gets destroyed.
Right.
And it looks really wacky, and all the context is removed, so it's like, whoa, Will Ferrell's house gets destroyed.
Please tell me Santa turns up.
The advertisement for that movie really played hard on what a goofy character will, and the movie itself is actually strikingly fucking brilliant. Like
I need to watch it.
Oh yeah,
I'm moving it on my list. I've had it on my list for ages. Never actually fucking watched it. I was like, yeah, okay.
I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, I think I need to watch that. Yeah,
fucking great movie. It's one of those conceptual movies that just sort of sits with you, and you gotta go, huh? That's an interesting fucking idea.
Oh.
What was that other not comedy that Will Ferrell did? Everything Must Go.
Yeah, where he's drunk. Like, the entire movie, and he makes friends with a kid, and he lives on his fucking yard. Because he got kicked out of... Good? Oh, fuck yeah, it's really great.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
It's surprisingly good, but it's upsetting.
Alright, I'm putting that on my list as well.
Yeah, that's why I avoided it.
Yeah, it's upsetting because, like, it keeps flirting with being... Like, I'm not giving away anything. It flirts with being a zany comedy. Like, you keep thinking, like, you're about to laugh, and then the next scene is just,
sadder.
You know... It just sort of cuts away to him drinking and looking like your dad.
So have you got to be? Yeah, you've got to be in a good.
That sounds like my dad.
You've got to be in a good. We know all about your dad. We've got to be in a good mood to watch it then. Yeah, that's what we say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like it's gonna soul crush you, but it's weird when you're kind of like laughing and then you realize that it's because he's an alcoholic and he's really sad, and then you suddenly go, oh. Yeah, Will Ferrell's interesting because as a zany comedian, I cannot fucking stand him.
No, I know it's kind of like I know it can be irritating. He can be very.
But as an indie darling, I fucking love him.
Yeah, I need to watch these movies. I'm gonna line them up. You know what? I'm currently working through all the Phantasm movies. I don't know if I mentioned that last week. I'm still working through them all. So it's Phantasm 1, 2. I don't know. Is there 5 now? I can't remember. But they're still good. Yeah. I'm enjoying them. Yeah. I haven't seen, obviously, the first ones. I haven't seen them for absolutely ages. And I thought, you know what? I'll give the first one a go. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like the... I like these. I like they're just.
Oh yeah, the movies are to me a masterpiece, but they're fucking disjointed as shit.
Yeah.
Like within the confines of the movies, they're really disjointed because they're. Again, the first movie was like a bad fucking dream. It was a hard thing to watch.
It is a bad dream. He wakes up, doesn't he? Well, he supposedly wakes up. And everyone's like, no, it's none of that's real, and it all was real, and it goes into the second movie, and it carries on as if it's all real. It's like, oh, okay, that's fair enough. And then the third movie,
flying silver balls that suck people's brains out.
Yeah.
Any memory of that whatsoever?
No.
Oh, really?
The tall man. The cemetery, tall man, mausoleum, taking dead bodies, shrinking them down to dwarfs, and sending them through portal to another planet to be slaves.
The more you describe it, the harder it is to.
I know, yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, unbelievable.
Labyrinth.
An ice cream man with a double shotgun who likes women.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, he's a magnet for poon, isn't he? Reggie, he fucking is.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it with that
The,
bald head. And
The last Phantasm movie is well worth a watch, but it's so fucking different.
I was thinking that, you know, I haven't seen the most recent one, which was last year, wasn't it? I think it's 2016, I think.
Yep.
So I am on 4 now, and I'm guessing that's 5. 4 is Oblivion, isn't it? And 5 is the one that came out last year. The tall man's dead now, isn't he?
Yeah, Ravager, and
that's right.
Angus Scrimm died. I think right after that movie premiered, right before it. And,
so that movie killed him.
Well, I mean, he was an old man in the fucking 70s.
I know. In the first movie, it's like, yeah, he's old. And then he's older. Then he's older.
I admit, he chewed the scenery as those characters. I loved him as the character, but
boy,
I mean. He's consistently been a fucking dinosaur, and in the last movie, he's so notably aged. He's so decrepit that it's like really hard to watch. But
no,
the problem
I've just googled him.
With the last movie is the last movie is it almost is a fuck you to the rest of the series, and that's like the hardest thing about it because I did exactly what you did.
Yeah,
I grew up with this movie, so I rewatched them all, and then I watched the new one, and the new one basically is sort of like disregards a lot of shit.
Yeah, really. Oh, that's a shame. I'm gonna watch it. anyway. I've got to watch it.
Oh yeah, watch it. Like I'm just sort of preparing you that if you're going in thinking you're gonna get answers, you're gonna be mad.
Oh.
My favorite part of that movie is David Bowie.
When he
has the fushigi.
When he wants to have sex with a young girl?
Yeah.
A young Sarah Connolly?
My favorite part.
Okay.
I love Labyrinth.
Is that where we are? Labyrinth. Hey,
it's a great movie.
The guy who directed all the Phantasms, is he the guy who directed John Dies at the End?
Bubba Hotep.
And Bubba
John
Hotep.
Dies at the End and Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, I do like both of those movies actually. They're both good movies. Bit of a spoiler.
Like Don Costarelli or whatever.
Yeah, spoiler alert for that. John Dies at the End, by the way. That's a bit of a spoiler. No one. John dies at the end.
There's a guy named John in it.
Yeah. Dies at the end. So yeah, that's what I'm watching at the moment. That's good. And I've just started watching, or continued watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I haven't got back to that much. I was just watching it before. I was like, that's fucking such a great series. That is. I'm really enjoying that. So that's.
I haven't looked into it yet.
Oh, just honest to God, just watch the first episode. It's just like I've never seen anything like it before. It's like this is really good. Mm-hmm. Don't be put off by it being a musical. I mean, I kind of like musicals anyway, but fuck,
every time you say that, I keep thinking my Super Ex-Girlfriend, the movie.
Oh, with
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman, yeah, no, definitely nothing like that.
So when you're like, you continue watching them, like, what, really?
Yeah, no, no. They haven't made
just
a
working your way through it.
Shit, yeah, it's just that one movie. I can only watch, 10 minutes every day.
It's so rich.
There's so much going on. So much to take in all the time. No,
you have to just dissect it.
Oh jeez, yeah. I haven't even. To be fair, I haven't even watched that movie. I should watch it. I shouldn't slag anything off unless I've watched it. But it looks fucking awful.
Well, I've seen it. It's not great.
No.
So
compare it to.
I mean, it's certainly no Hancock.
Yeah. Or compare it to, what would you say in comparison to remake of Ghostbusters? What do you think? Better, worse?
I don't think any of us have seen it.
Ghostbusters.
The remake of Ghostbusters? I could not get past 30 minutes.
Oh, you so hate women. That's terrible. I'm gonna watch it.
I think I would like it. I think I'll find it tolerable.
The problem is that it reeks of cynicism. It's really cynical, and that's what rubs me the wrong way. It isn't the women. It's that the whole thing just kind of seems knowably unfunny, knowably wooden, not good, and they just mired a controversy so that people would ignore, so that dumb people go, oh, I'm gonna buy 8 copies because I don't want to be a man hating woman, whatever. You get the thing. And then that's what rubs me the wrong way, because, again, Ghostbusters isn't some franchise that's about being a He-Man. It's about fucking schlubs.
You know what? I've just been.
Honest to God, have we gone a single episode without talking about Ghostbusters?
No, we have not.
No,
But
we have not.
I didn't start Ghostbusters this time. You said none of us have seen it.
I know. It was me.
I actually tried to watch it, and I actually tried to watch it. Well, actually, I tried to watch it like a long time ago. Like I think it was still in theaters, and I saw it through unscrupulous means, and I was just like, I am not impressed.
So you gave no money at all to the creators of that. That's terrible.
No, and I'm happy. I'm happy I didn't, because after the fact, when you saw all of the really shitty things
you would have asked for your money back. Yeah.
Like threatened to sue Bill Murray if he didn't appear in the movie.
It's like when I watched this is ages ago. For some bizarre reason, me and my wife were like, "Oh, should we watch this Marley and Me? It could be fun." And seriously, I actually wrote a strong-worded letter to the fucking director to get me money back, and then realised I'd watched a pirated version, so that was a bit embarrassing. But yeah, I fucking wasted an hour and a half of my life on that piece of shit. It really was.
Marley and Me?
Yeah.
Wait, it wasn't Marley and Me the Puppy Years, was it? Because that's a different movie.
Yeah, no.
Is that the one with the rabbit that moves to the city?
The dog. Are you taking the piss?
Oh no, that's
becomes friends with the fox.
No. You know.
Oh no.
You know the
that,
one.
that's Boss Baby, right?
Yeah, you're joking.
Okay.
Listen, just going back to.
I wanna.
Go on.
I want to read a fan fiction about weather websites.
Well. Oh, that's good. I was sort of setting up the Zootopia Disney connection, because you know what else is Disney? Fucking Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just before we go on, we talked about Ghostbusters. I actually Googled Ghostbusters, then got sidetracked. No, hold on. It's important. I got sidetracked on Google image search of Ghostbusters costumes and sexy female Ghostbusters costumes, and yeah, I kind of like lost it a little bit. There's a lot of nice images actually on here.
Yeah. Now you gotta look up them sexy Powerpuff Girls outfits.
Okay, I'm creeped out now. Holy crap, there are some so I'm still on Ghostbusters. Right, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna close that. Let's forget it. Should we do some...
Could you imagine if the...
Oh, no.
I'm sorry that this entertains me, because this thought never occurred to me, but could you imagine if that really was the case and the Ghostbusters were just babes? Like, instead of them being established comedians, it was just like the worst fucking... Just like splash in the pan whatever model is pretending to be a fucking actress.
Porn stars would be great, yeah.
No, you wouldn't do porn stars, but you'd be like
I'm pretty sure they've made that movie.
Yeah, yeah. But it's not called Ghostbusters. It's called
Hyman Busters.
Nutbusters.
Yeah.
Oh, Nutbusters.
And it's Nutbusters. Yeah, Nutbusters. Yeah. It's got to be Nutbusters. Definitely. Yeah. Should we Google this?
Or just Busters.
Yeah. Busters.
Googling Ghostbusters porn.
Let's see. Ghostbusters.
I feel like
porn. Let's have a look what we've got. Ghostbusters porn videos, Pornhub. Zone Extreme Ghostbusters, Triple Extreme, Ghostbusters parody. Oh, there's no good names. Did you just call it Ghostbusters? This is shit. There's no thought.
I think there was one animated one.
Porn Ghostbusters. Oh, that's shit. You just say Ghostbusters on all of them. I don't like that. Oh, the all-female Ghostbusters reboot gets a porn parody, but it's still called Ghostbusters.
That's not creative at all.
No, that's shit. There's no thought.
What happened to the good porn names?
Nutbusters. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think the good porn names went away when they introduced that Not series.
What about Ghoulie Busters? Ghoulies being ghosts and also slang for
that's not a pun.
Yeah. Nutbusters works well. I mean, I myself am still going for Hyman Busters, but
Hyman Busters. Are we going to make this? Are we going to make this movie? I
don't think so.
Yeah. What? No. Okay.
I think I would direct a good porn.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, you wouldn't, because it would get into weird territories. Number one, you went to film school, so that automatically is going to make you pretentious, even if you try not to be. There's just going to be a moment where it's going to be like, this is my Wes Anderson moment. This is my moment where my characters have relatable dialogue, and they're in a bar, and it's kind of framed a little bit off, and it's just like yeah.
Slight angle.
My father was a drinker, and I always wanted to go home and cap my old man, just tell him what's going on. But then he had a heart attack. That's really why I'm chasing these ghosts. Gotta tell my old man.
More of an avid porn viewer than I am an avid film viewer. I feel like I would do a good job.
Yeah.
You know what I hate that porns do? They zoom in on the faces. I don't want to see that shit.
No, yeah, not interested. Yeah, I guess it is all about genitalia.
Do you really want to see the ovaries? Do you really want to see this like screaming ham sandwich that's just in tatters being plowed by? By the way, I learned something very interesting today because I myself think I have an attractive penis. I actually think that my penis is quite shapely. Like it's certainly not bad. I learned that ugly penises are a thing. No, don't get me on to why I was looking up penises, but I just didn't realize that penises can come in such gnarled and offensive shapes.
Did you just say cum? No, go on, carry on. That's alright.
Well, I mean, I guess they can come. Like I'm confessing that I looked up cocks, and you're hanging on to that album.
Yeah, that was bad.
I just didn't know that. Like, I just didn't realize that like the end portion of the penis, the tip, could I always imagine most penises have more of a almost like a bullet-esque shape. So when you see one that has like a gnarled cudgel at the end, like a weird. Like looks like a stumpy little horse foot like hanging on the end of a shaft. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What is this weird little this little flesh? It kind of looks like a like a horseshoe, like a meat horseshoe.
What? Oh, jeez.
I didn't realize that because again I don't really research penises, but something I was doing required me to look up. I do. Look up cocks. I just didn't realize that there were ugly cocks.
As a porn artist, I appreciate all shapes of dick.
Yeah. Even the weird cudgel ones?
Yes.
The cudgel ones, it's disgusting. Like
yeah. Like I love it so much.
The idea that the head of the penis is like an inch long, but it's like this fat bulbous, rounded off, like the urethra is like oval shaped.
Ace, be careful.
This is not crossing over.
Worked up.
This is not crossing over into that territory though, because there's no way you don't go. Oval shaped urethra. That's what I'm all about.
Oh well, hold on.
I'm booting up Clip Studio Paint right now.
Is Seth hard now? Seth, you
but I'm just saying, again, I've never really, I've never been a big fan of my own penis, but I've never realized that my penis is certainly superior to some of those that I have seen. Now that I have seen an array of them, I'm sort of assured in my own, not necessarily my masculinity, because I have seen some pretty extreme wang in my short searching,
wank.
Okay, unless you're gonna share with the class, stop talking about your penis.
Well, you know what? I'm thinking, is this where we're all gonna like send each other photos of our cocks, and then I've got to kind of.
I don't have any pictures of my penis.
No, and then my wife finds out about it, and then I've got to explain about it. I was like, I'm not sure. It'll just get all awkward, won't it? Really.
I had to make sure that I'm not a cudgel head. Those are the worst. We're just trying to suss out who's a cudgel head.
Yeah, it's just a guy thing. Yeah, I'm quite happy with my penis. Yeah, it's quite nice looking.
I just it's something weird that I noticed today. I mean, I haven't slept in a ridiculous amount of time. So I don't know where that school is. I don't know why I'm talking about cock. Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
You're the gay one.
Yeah, God, you're so gay.
Apparently, you know what they had at the grocery store?
Okay, what did they have at the grocery store?
Different.
We're gonna read penises? In a second. No, we're not gonna talk about penis, but they have their pumpkin beer is all 90% off, and they have individual coffee ice creams. Well, because they're getting rid of their stock. So all the pumpkin beer is now sitting there on the shelf, but they also have a shelf of coffee ice cream that is 50% off.
God, I don't know if I like coffee flavored stuff that isn't coffee. Not sure.
Coffee flavored ice cream is fucking orgasm.
I don't
Did
know.
you get a bunch of pumpkin beer?
I did. That's what I did.
God.
Oh, how sweet?
God.
How sweet is the pumpkin beer? Is it quite sweet?
Not very.
Right.
It has a subtle. It has about as much sweetness as a carrot. For lack of a better word, no, because carrots have a node of sweetness.
Yeah.
But it's more of a weedy. I don't really know how to describe
It
it.
just tastes like pumpkin.
Yeah, I don't
it tastes
really
like pumpkin. It has that robust.
I love
It
pumpkin
doesn't
stuff.
taste like pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin flavored stuff, but I don't know about beer. It tends to be a bit
Pumpkin.
beery
Oh,
for me.
no, trust me.
Yeah.
It's well good. If you're in for a good stout, a good ale.
Yeah. See, I'm a bit.
I don't think it's for everyone.
I think it's for
I think
every.
it's a good white girl.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. If I'm gonna look up, isn't that what white girls do? Is they just look up penises?
I mean, I'm not ashamed of it. I like pumpkin beer and I like pictures of dicks.
Yeah.
But, I'm not gonna say no. Trust me, this is good.
This is.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, trust me.
Trust me,
this is
it's
good.
all about cock. Yeah. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
Cudgel.
Not everybody's cup of tea, really. No, I know what you're saying, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like ale.
I don't know if you like pumpkin.
I like pumpkin. I don't know if I like ale, stout, kind of. Yeah, I've kind of gone off beer. Quite. I don't know why.
What kind of Englishman are you?
I know.
Isn't that like
a bit of a
isn't
girly
that
one?
like your yeah, I guess so.
Because I like sweet drinks. I like Desperado, which is lager but flavor like a tequila flavor in it. It's more of a sweet taste. I kind of like that, and I like margaritas. I am a girl when it comes to drink. I like whiskey and stuff.
Well, I mean,
like that.
so am I.
Good whiskey. I like good whiskey.
I myself am a total fucking girl
Yeah.
when it comes to drinking. Because
Yeah.
nothing holds my interest unless it's got either like a spooky thing on the label.
Yeah, well, labels are everything. Yeah, it's like, that's so cute. I don't really like the taste of it, but I'm going to buy it anyway. Yeah, I do kind of do that. My wife's more of a man from a point of view of drinking alcohol than I am. She likes beer. And I'm like, nah, it's a bit too bitter and don't like it. Yeah, so yeah, I am.
I like PAs and shit. You guys are gayer than I am.
I know. What's
honest to
happening.
God.
What's happening tonight? Oh, yeah. We definitely are. I admit that. That's yeah, it's true. Should we do some fan fiction?
Yeah, yes. I mean, that sounds great.
Do we all know what we're doing? Do we all know who we are? It was about like 10 weeks ago.
Somebody just link the thing.
Oh,
Oh my God.
It's
Jesus Christ.
Have you got it?
That
is.
Was I supposed to have it?
Well, I mean,
thank you. I thought I would have to dig through.
No. Yeah. Let's have a look what we have. So, remember, I can't remember what happened. Here we go. Inferno, Experiment 666. Experiment 666.
Wait.
No.
Is the date important?
What date?
It starts Tuesday, September 2nd, 2008.
Very important. Yeah.
This was written in 2015. Oh, is this gonna be like some Benjamin Button shit where there's like an event?
He gets
that's
younger.
Well, no, you're not paying attention.
Memento. No,
have you seen the Have you seen the movie?
Benjamin Button. Is it about buttons? No, yeah.
No,
I can't remember.
Well, and then there's another mother who tries to sew buttons into his eyes.
Okay, no, you guys. Okay, so it's like
Coraline.
Shut the fuck up. Never mind. I'm saying maybe
explain it.
some
I want to
like
know.
real event that this is parallel to.
Yeah. I
so it's like sewing in this fiction into like non-fiction.
A historical event into.
Like some hurricane is going to happen, and that ties in with the weather.
Yeah, I get it. Experiment 666.
That hurricane is called the Scorpions.
To be, is it going to rock you like? to be an invincible fighting machine, but when...
Well, no, it's just going to have
Jumba,
cover
he
artwork that
lands in
features underage girls sprawled out.
Watseka, Illinois, meeting his best friend and his true love
Watseka.
there. In Watseka, is that how you say it? Fucking hell, I can't say that word. In Watseka. Watseka. 666 will have to fight Hamsterviel. What the hell? Hamsterviel.
Hamsterviel, like evil.
Is it?
Derviel.
Oh, that's fucking awful.
That's what it is.
Anyway, we're on chapter 3. 5th day in Watseka? Oh, that's shit, that isn't it?
Watseka.
This is Lilo and Stitch, isn't it? Tuesday, September the 2nd, 2008, before Earl arrives at school. Earl woke up at 7:30 in the morning for school. He was not excited to go there at all. He ate his breakfast, then told his father goodbye. Before leaving, he stopped in his room to grab his book bag. Before closing the door, he told Inferno goodbye. He then walked out of the house and down the block to the bus stop. When he arrived, he saw one of his friends waiting there. He stopped and said... Do we know who Earl is?
Hey.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. Sorry.
Hey, Andy. What's up? What? Shit. What was I? How's my voice? What was my accent?
I can't. It was an Earl accent.
I don't know.
Not much, dude.
Was the reply.
Did you do the homework, the algebra homework over the weekend?
No.
Andy replied.
I was too busy getting fucked up. Did you do it?
Oh, it's Eric. It's Eric.
Yeah. It took me 15 minutes to finish the whole goddamn thing.
Earl replied. Andy was quick to change the subject when he said,
Ever notice that some people have real ugly penises? Weird cudgel-tipped ones? Word on the street says that you found an alien during gym class last week.
Yeah, I did. And he's got a weird-looking penis. His name's Inferno, and he's pretty cool.
Inferno, huh? What can he do?
with his penis.
He didn't say, so I don't know.
Earl said. Earl lied. He knew what he could do with his penis.
If he didn't say, then he's not a very good friend.
Andy said, rather sarcastically.
Oh, hold on.
Andy said, rather sarcastically.
Hey, what the fuck's your major malfunction?
Earl snapped back. Andy plainly stated.
My problem is with the fact that you're friends with someone that you don't know jack shit about.
And has a weird penis.
Really hard to read, by the way. I'm squinting.
Would you like to meet him?
Earl asked, rather offended.
Yeah, I suppose I would. I kind of like to get to know him. Also, I think you're right to be... Wait, is that me?
Yeah,
I think so.
I really changed character quickly here. Yeah, I suppose I would. I'd kind of like to get to know him. Also, I think you're right to be upset with my comments. I'm sorry if I offended you.
That de-escalated it quickly. That's not how children argue.
That's how conflicts... That's how all conflict should end.
Yeah,
I was out of
definitely.
line.
Yeah, but I guess he's been really fucked up over the weekend.
Yeah. How about we meet up uptown on Friday night?
Earl said.
Yeah!
Andy said.
I could sell you guys some weed!
Oh, this is Derek. It's Eric.
Oh, kids are just so cool.
Yeah.
Kids are just so cool.
It's great.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Earl said.
I'll have to ask Inferno what he thinks of this plan.
Let me know what Let me know what he says when I see you here tomorrow.
Andy said. Eventually.
Then we'll set up the time. Then you can pass it on to Inferno when you get home tomorrow night.
Andy's he's had a rough weekend, doesn't he? The two friends then get on the bus. No further discussion on their plans is made. When Earl gets to school, he goes directly to his locker. There he drops his phone off while grabbing all the books he'll need for the whole day.
Kids also don't do that.
He then goes straight across the hall to his first class. Oh, where's Matt? 6 hours later.
Ditto!
Nah, not bad. Earl entered room 226. I'll remember this. We get specific room numbers, don't we? And sat down in his seat.
226, the
When
number of the beast.
That's a few blocks away from the beast, isn't it? When Mr. Davidson walked in, he handed out a sheet of paper for the students to read. Then, as he went into the lecture, Earl fell asleep. 5 seconds later. 5 seconds later. Earl was daydreaming about spending time. That was a question. That last one you did. About spending time just sitting there and discussing hurricanes with Inferno. Oh, I forgot about. Remember? Yeah. The hurricanes. He wondered what the weather's going to be like. He felt that if their friendship was going to develop, he would have to explain his own interests to him in a very practical way.
His own interests.
Yeah, hello. We're talking deformed penises here. Earl's dream, sitting in his room, doing homework with Inferno late that night. That was nice. It was good. I began my conversation with Inferno by saying...
What?
I don't know.
I really want to explain hurricanes to you, but I just don't know how to do it in a way that would make sense. What? Wait, isn't he supposed to be very smart? He's been reading weather websites for fucking...
I know.
Like, in his free time.
Yeah.
How is he not understand what a hurricane is? What
the fuck? That's ridiculous.
What do you recommend I do?
He just looked at me and shrugged, saying,
I don't know. I personally think that I should do a little more research into them before we get into the details.
What the fuck?
This is weird. I then
So wait, okay, so Inferno's going to do research to tell...
But we're in a dream, aren't we?
What's his name, Earl, how to explain hurricanes to him? What?
Don't know. I then balanced the first of 17 chemical
Why did
reactions.
this become first person?
Because he's dreaming, I guess.
After I did the problem, Inferno looked over it, making sure I did it correctly. He then said, pointing to a number in my work,
I think this should be a 2.
I then looked where he was pointing and said,
God damn it!
Before correcting my mistake, he looked at me and asked,
What's that for?
What?
The word you just uttered. Why did you say that?
Because I knew that I fucked the number up. I just didn't want to see it until you pointed it out. I must thank you for pointing out the mistake. I shudder to think about what would happen if you hadn't.
Well, we have a new sign out for Tony, and I shudder to think about what would know if you hadn't. Since I don't really know your chemistry teacher. Since I don't really know how your chemistry teacher grades your assignments, do you by chance have any prior graded assignments that I might be able to look at?
Inferno asked before continuing with,
I kind of want to get a feel for how this teacher grades your work. Doing so might help me help you.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's only the second week of class,
I said while rifling through my folder.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to take a break now,
he said.
I've only got one problem done. We need to get at least 5 more done before we can even consider taking a break,
I replied. I then balanced the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th chemical reactions. Bum bum. After looking over my work, Inferno said,
I don't know why that's like in bold.
I know.
In italics.
I don't know a lot about why some of these things in this story are like they are, to be honest. Jeez.
True.
Oh, fuck. After looking over my work, Inferno said...
These first 3 are very good, but this last one...
He then pointed to a number and said...
I think this should be a 2.
Again. Then pointing to another, he said,
I think this should be a 4.
I corrected the 2 mistakes that he'd pointed out before saying,
Thank you, Inferno. Now we can take a break.
End of Earl's dream. Sequence
What
will
kind of a
continue
dream was that?
45 minutes later. Ba-ba.
It's an anxiety dream of him
Big
getting
panic.
answers
Yeah.
wrong in his homework. That's how exciting his life is.
Earl woke up from his daydreaming to find that the bell had rung, releasing him from his boring chemistry class. It wasn't that boring, he was asleep, he slept through it. Quickly wrote down the 17 homework problems that Mr. Davidson had assigned and grabbed his books and then left the room. It was a rather short trip to his locker, but when he got there, he placed his chemistry books inside. He then shut the locker and went into his final class of the day. When he walked into the room, he sat down in the same seat he had during the previous week. He logged into the computer, going straight to the National Hurricane Center's website, as you do. He took a quick glance at it, then minimized the window. His teacher, Miss Hall, then began the lecture, showing the students 6 more HTML tags, then explaining how to use them. After 20 or 25 minutes of lecture and demonstration, she let the students practice working with their new tags. During this time, however, Earl once again began to daydream. He did not, however, slack off. He did the practice work while he was daydreaming. Earl's second...
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, thank God he got some work done. Earl's second dream continued from the first.
Oh, good. Bum,
We're back to it. During our break, Inferno and I decided we would talk about getting fucked up. He still had no idea what that meant, nor had he ever done it. I had been high before, so I explained it to him. I told him to memorize what I said for the day he could try. For the day he could try it would be coming very soon. I began with,
When you get high, you don't feel like doing anything except relaxing. Trust me, I've done it.
Exactly how does one get high?
Inferno asked.
You have to smoke the substance. The only one I've ever done, or ever care to do, is called marijuana.
Marijuana.
Okay, exactly how do you smoke this marijuana?
You stupid idiot. I'll explain it to you. Please listen carefully and memorize what I say. You will need to know this for the test, or for when you try it.
Okay.
Inferno said. I began the explanation with,
First, you need to know what kind of supplies you will need to smoke marijuana. First, or second, in some circles, you need something to smoke it out of. It can be anything from a simple metal cylinder, like a piece of a TV antenna, or something like a gas pipe with a bowl at the end.
TV.
A piece of a TV antenna?
How the hell? I'm just trying to think.
I've never smoked
Yeah.
through a TV antenna.
No, that's weird, isn't it? We should try,
Okay.
he said.
First, you break you break up the marijuana into pieces, and then pack it into the smoking apparatus.
Okay. I think I understand that, in theory.
This guy's an expert.
And then, first, you place the smoking apparatus to your lips.
Well, alright, that seems pretty self-explanatory.
Now, firstly, this is the really important part. After you light the smoking apparatus, you suck the smoke into your lungs. How much smoke you suck in depends on how long you can suck for.
Oh, back to it. We're back to it.
The more smoke you get in, the more fucked up you get. Another important thing to know is that you have to hold the smoke in your lungs for as long as you can. It is this that gets you the fucked up. I starfired it right at the end there. The longest I've been able to hold it in is 30 seconds.
I take it you've done this before.
No shit. Yes, I have. Now, after you suck in the smoke and get fucked up, you put the smoking apparatus down and savor the feeling. Stop calling it apparatus.
Apparatus.
When I smoke weed, I feel relaxed and I really don't want to do anything.
Well, that sounds intriguing.
After a few minutes, perhaps an hour, you repeat the process to get fucked up again. That's the ins and outs of smoking weed.
Inferno then asked,
When can I try it?
you know what, I'm thinking, is this all code for some sexual encounter he had? Because it's going back, the longest I've been able to hold it in is 30 seconds. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of talk about sucking in apparatuses.
Yeah.
Why is he
not
having
about
a
weed.
dream about the conversation he's planning on having when he gets home? I just hope to fuck that it doesn't immediately cut into this conversation happening verbatim.
Yeah. He's going to cut and paste that later on, but it's not going to be in a dream.
It's like a memory. Like this is like a flashback.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, though. I'm just waiting for him to go walk in.
Are you sure?
Here we go. Here we go. End of Earl's second dream. Sequence will be continued. 5 minutes later. Yeah, I look forward to that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Earl ended his daydreaming when the final bell rang. He logged out of his computer several minutes ago. He grabs up his books and leaves the room, heading straight to his locker. There he grabs all of his books, notebooks and binders, as well as his phone. He puts most of his stuff in his backpack, carrying what wouldn't fit. He then walks out of the building. When he crosses the street in front of the school, he walks for a while until he reaches the corner. When he rounds the corner, he pulls a cigarette out of his pocket, lights it, takes a drag. Exhaling the smoke, he thinks about the plans he'd made with Andy earlier in the day. As he walks, he takes more drags of a cigarette, thinking the whole time, what will Inferno
think of this plan?
When he reaches the corner of West Mulberry Street and South 2nd Street, he is still thinking about what Inferno's response will be. As he crosses the intersection, he is in
Why is there so much weight on this?
I know, yeah. It's all going to end with nothing, really.
What will he think about hanging out with my friend? I just don't know.
Yeah, is he going to be okay with this? And he will be, we know that. He's in a really big hurry to get home. Halfway between the corner and the train tracks, he pulls out another cigarette and lights it. As he crosses the train tracks, he thinks to himself,
shit. Almost there. Sorry, I zoned out.
No, sorry.
I'm getting a little bit of a twang with my normal accent.
When he gets to the corner of Brown Street and West Mulberry Street, he finishes his cigarette, putting it out and continuing his thoughts. Finally, about 3 minutes later, he rounds the stretch of a road known as Dead Man's Curve, one of the most treacherous stretches of the road in the city of Watsika. I can't do that one. From the end of the curve, he finally sees his home. He arrives 3 minutes later to find Inferno and his father sitting on the porch talking. Oh, I wonder where we're going with that. The three men then walk in the house. Inside, 15 seconds later. Ba-ba. Yeah, I kind of like that one. As they enter the house, Earl's father asks him,
how was your day at school?
I fell into 2 fits of daydreaming during 6th and 7th period, but other than that, very well. Oh, so it's daydreaming.
It's only daydream, not dreams. Yeah. To be continued daydreaming.
Fantasizing about a potential conversation they might have.
Yeah, Earl replied.
And it will continue. He's going to be talking to Inferno, and then daydreaming about talking to Inferno.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, it's coming back.
Well, that's not good. But if you don't like those classes, then it's all entertainment you've got.
Yeah, that's very true. I didn't plan on daydreaming during 7th period. It just happened. What the fuck?
Inferno then
is with this dialogue.
What did you guys do during 3rd period? I know from listening to you talk about it that is one of your favorite classes.
We talked about what a variable is in a mathematical expression or equation. Then Mr. Johnson wrote out some 30 or 40 variable expressions for reference. I can show you my notes after Dad leaves. If you want to see what he wrote.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting. I slept all day.
Earl's father said.
I did too.
Inferno said.
Are they fucking?
I'm just thinking the same
Is that why
thing.
his dad is so cool with
Yeah.
Inferno?
Yeah, sure, he can stay. No problem.
He can sleep in my bed.
I take it that you two are gonna stay up all night.
Said Earl's father, jealously.
I don't know.
Earl replied.
Well, it's always interesting to talk to you two, but I'm really late. I'll see you both in the morning.
Earl's father stated.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Mr. Jones.
Inferno winked sexily. 15 minutes after Earl's father left, Earl and Inferno decided to get started on homework. They finished Earl's algebra homework in a matter of 25 minutes. Then they decided to delve straight into chemistry, sexual chemistry. During this time, Earl told Inferno about the plans that he'd made with Andy earlier in the day. Oh, here it is. 45 minutes later,
He's gonna be furious.
continued from Earl's second dream.
Are you... Wait. So are we really doing the daydream
As he's about to
about
tell
a
him.
conversation? Okay.
Well, how?
Alright.
Really? Okay. Right. Okay.
Well, my friend Andy wants to know if you want to come get fucked up with the two of us on Friday night.
Earl said.
Yeah, I'd like to meet some your local friends.
God, Inferno's such a slob. Inferno said in response.
Great. I'll tell Andy that you want to come, and then I'll set up the time with him at the bus stop tomorrow morning.
Please let me know what he says.
I will. While we're hanging out, you should explain your powers to Andy, the same way that you tried to explain them to me.
Oh, I will, but I think it's time to get back to work on chemistry.
Okay, where were we?
Earl then went back to work on his chemistry, balancing the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th chemical equations in his assignment set. After he finished them, Inferno looked them over. He then looked at Earl and said,
Oh, I think you're getting the hang of this now.
Earl said,
They're all right?
Yes.
Inferno replied.
Now, to move on to the next group.
Earl then did the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th equations.
Okay.
Let's see where this is going. He was then shocked at how fast he was able to finish these 6 equations. After he finished them, Inferno looked at them, commenting,
Oh, wow, dude, you really are getting the hang of this. I'll be on the computer, so just call me over when you finish the last 2 of your problems.
Okay, I will.
5 minutes later, Earl called Inferno over to check the last 2 problems. He looked them over, then told Earl he was officially done with chemistry homework. Earl then looked at Inferno, asking him, Earl?
Are you... Wait.
Oh, yeah. Earl then
Earl?
looked at Inferno, asking him, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
It's okay.
I skipped a line. What do you want to do the rest of the night?
Well, I don't know.
Inferno replied.
Do you want to take a walk uptown?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I guess I could use a little fresh air.
The two then exited the room, walking through the dining room and the living room. When they reached the front door, Earl opened it. He then checked his pockets to make sure that he had his keys and his cell phone. He then locked the door and walked outside, followed by Inferno. As soon as they were both outside, he shut the door behind them. The 2 men then left the porch and began to walk slowly. They're going to start kissing.
2 men.
Walked slowly eastbound on Mulberry Street. As they walked around Dead Man's Curve, Earl said,
I am not only going to show you the main road.
Oh, yeah. Baby.
I'm going to show you the north side of town.
Holy shit. Oh, Jesus.
That's the part I wasn't able to get in last Thursday
Oh,
night.
fuck. Oh, this is Phil. This is so funny. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That is so funny. Oh.
Cool.
Inferno said.
Oh,
it gets better.
Oh, God. Oh. I am sobbing uncontrollably right now. But I cannot imagine. Oh, God.
Oh my God. Oh, fucking hell.
Just work through it.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
This fucking story has broken me.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, God.
Go on.
Like I am pouring snot and tears down my face right now. Oh, I'd like to see it, but I cannot imagine that there's anything fun to do there either.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
As the two crossed the train tracks on West Mulberry, they began to feel as if the stress of the day was beginning to disappear. They felt more relaxed than at any prior point in that day. Earl pulled out a cigarette and began to smoke it. As Earl finished his cigarette, the two were rounding the corner of South 2nd Street and West Walnut Street. They walked eastbound for 1 block before crossing Walnut Street. Walnut Street, also known as US Highway 24, was the city's main east-west street. Walking northbound on 3rd Street, they crossed Oak Street, then Ash Street, then they turned eastbound on Ash Street, crossing the intersection of 4th Street, when Earl decided that they would go back to the south. It was at this point that Inferno had to ask,
What are we even doing? What are we even doing?
I've done that once, but I wasn't very flexible. You said you wanted to come out here with me, so we're walking around. This is what we do to blow off steam when getting fucked up is not possible.
Earl replied,
Let's go back uptown.
oh.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
There's that intersection 1 block over. What's that place known as?
That's Town Center Square. There's not much to do there, but that's where Andy want us to meet him on Friday night.
Earlier you said that we were on 2nd Street. How many numbered streets are there in Watsika?
11.
Earl replied,
11?
Yes, Inferno. There are 11 numbered streets here. There are also several streets that are named after kinds of trees, i.e. ash, hickory, oak, mulberry, cherry, walnut, locust, etc.
all wood, Earl replied.
There are also other different names such as North Street, K Street, and others.
Crossing Walnut
What a
Street.
weird exchange.
Crossing Walnut Street to return home, the two friends continued to walk southbound on 4th Street. When they reached Locust Street, they turned westbound, crossing 3rd and 2nd Streets. After crossing 2nd Street, they turned southbound, crossing Mulberry Street before turning westbound once again. After they crossed the train tracks, Earl pulled out another cigarette, smoking it while the two walked around Dead Man's Curve. When they finally arrived back at the house, Earl put his cigarette out before unlocking the door and walking inside with Inferno. 15 seconds later. Thank you. Earl opened the door to his bedroom. and he walked inside, followed by Inferno. He laid down in his bed and flipped on the television while Inferno curled up at the foot of the bed. When he saw that there was nothing good on, he just flipped on Fox News like he had during the weekend. On the news,
burn.
on the news show, there was a black dude asking the American people to vote for him. Fancy that. Hold on, let's read it.
Yo, listen up, man. I got to get all the votes. That's what I'm going to do. We got big, huge votes coming up to you live with this BJ shit.
Oh, this is great. Let's read the full sentence. There was a black dude asking the American people to vote for him without giving any details as why they should choose him. By this point, Earl was really tired, so he turned off the TV and fell asleep. Obviously not going to vote for him. Inferno followed suit a few minutes later. Inferno's dream...
I mean, what do you expect from somebody from Waltsica?
Yeah, Inferno's dream, 20 minutes later... Thank you. Earl and I would have waited a long time for. Earl and I were walking down 3rd Street on our way home from a walk. This gerbil.
Wait, this is Inferno's dream? Okay.
This is Inferno's now, yeah. This gerbil-like creature suddenly cuts us off at the intersection of 3rd and Walnut Streets, asking me to follow him. I refuse, and he calls for someone called Leroy. Oh, please be the black guy on Fox News. What I see when Leroy arrives is something that looks like me, only red. Oh, that's a shame. The gerbil says to Leroy... Oh.
Okay.
Gerbil.
I'm not a gerbil.
I then say...
Oh, wait, no.
No. Oh, yeah, I realised you're on your getting.
I was actually looking something up on the Lilo and Stitch Wikipedia.
Leroy was the villain from Lilo and Stitch 2. Stitch has a glitch.
Yes. I think that this is actually that. It's not a fan character.
No, Leroy is not a fan character,
no,
but
it is
Inferno is.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
There is no experiment 666.
Okay. Now that follows. No, Leroy actually said, "Get him."
I then say,
"Hi, gerbil boy, what the fuck's your problem?"
I'm not a gerbil. That's
well, then what the fuck are you?
I'm hamster-like. My name's Dr. Oh, I'm not even gonna try. Hamsterville. And you're
Jacques
von
Jacques.
Hamsterville.
Dr. Jacques von Hamsterville. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't think so. Oh, I'm sorry, I turned a little too angry there. I'm getting angry, man. I don't think so.
I said, pissed off that this hamster wheel would try to force me to his fucking will like that. Okay.
Leroy.
Dr. Hamsterville ordered.
Mika know what to do.
Leroy replied. What the?
Whoa. Okay.
Mika know what to do. What's this? Is that how he speaks?
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought, never mind. I wasn't paying attention. I thought he was calling him Leroy.
No. Yeah.
And he got them mixed up or something. Okay, never mind.
Leroy, Dr. Yep. No, I thought the same. It would, yeah. End of Inferno's dream sequence to be continued in chapter 15. Meanwhile,
Even though we're not done with the chapter yet.
So we're on chapter 3. Really? Fucking hell.
Meanwhile, Jesus, really? Okay, fine.
No, let's just think about this. To be continued in chapter 15. We're on chapter 3.
There's not even a chapter 15.
No. There isn't. It goes into 14. It goes into 14.
No, that means that this person has a structure. He has an outline for the story, even though it goes nowhere.
Oh my god.
It's a fucking homework drama.
Oh, meanwhile, Earl slept soundly just a few inches away from Inferno. He was also dreaming. His dream being about what he was going to say to Andy in the morning. What the hell? Earl's dream.
Ba-bam.
Thanks. I walked to the bus stop as I usually do in the mornings. Andy was there, so I stopped to say hi. He replies,
Oh, what was his voice again? What's up, Earl?
I replied back.
Not much.
What did Inferno say last night?
He said that he would like to join us.
That's good. That's real good. I'd really like to meet him.
He said the same thing of you.
I think we should meet at 11 on Friday night.
I like that time.
Then it was time to get on the bus, so we parted ways. Got on the bus and headed to school. When we got there, I headed straight for my locker, replaced my cell phone in there, and grabbed my books for the first 4 periods of my day. I then shut my locker and walked across the hall to my first class. End of Earl's dream.
Jesus Christ.
Dun, dun. Oh
There's a
my
content.
fucking god.
I can't
What
wait. I
the
can't
hell?
wait for chapter 5 called Earl's Boredom.
Oh jeez, I thought you were joking. It really is called that.
No!
Fucking
I don't
hell.
have the capacity. I don't have the
Fucking number
capacity.
4. Number 4 is called
Oh.
finalizing plans. Did we not already do that?
I know.
No, he just fantasized
Weird
about doing that.
dreams and oh fucking hell. That was bizarre.
This,
That was bizarre.
I cannot believe this story actually broke me. I was
Oh,
in hysterics.
That was so funny. That was.
I can't wait to chemical boredom and web page fun.
Oh, I know. HTML tags and all those chemistry equations. Oh my god. And his dreams.
There's
What the
one called
fuck?
Back to Routine. Good lord.
Oh, we need to keep going with this one. When there's just 3 of us, let's just keep going.
I
with it.
cannot.
We'll do
I
it.
cannot.
Do you
I cannot believe that there was a point where I couldn't breathe. I
that was
couldn't
so
breathe.
funny. That was so funny. Right, you know what? I need to check now. So this only goes up to chapter 14, and it says to be continued on chapter 15. He wrote chapter 14 May the 12th, 2016. So there's a good chance that oh no, there's going to be so many
Almost a year
questions left unanswered. We're going to have to get Matt to finish it off, I think. What do you reckon? He can write the last chapter. He'll be up for that. Oh, so that was fun. Anyway, so listen. I think I need to use the healing power of my beard now and remind you all that if it looks like magic, it is not magic. It is science or worse. So deal with it. I am not a motherfucking kid. See you all next week. Say goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye already.
Bye. Bye.
I can't.
Bye. Bye.
I have no capacity anymore.
Strange shaped penises. You're gonna have dreams of that tonight, Ace.
If I sleep, I can.
Nightmares.